バイバイ。 あると。 私の勝ちかな。
Corner. Lefty, come out. Left. Right, left. Lefty, down to the left. Left, body blow. Left, body blow. Left, body blow. Body blow. Left, right, right. Lefty, down to the left. Left, right, lefty, down to the right. Body blow. Uppercut. Left, right, down to the left. Left. Go. Left. Come on. Body please, down to the left. Right, please, down to the left. Left, right, please, down to the left. Right. Left, right,